Isn't it crazy that as popular as Dragon Ball is, there hasn't been a new Dragon Ball anime in over 5 years? Well, new info just dropped that allows us to speculate as to why the anime may be taking a while to come back, and giving us new insight into the future of the new Dragon Ball anime that is bound to come. So, what happened? Banchan Online, a Japanese weekly news magazine, recently published an article about how V-Jump editor-in-chief Akio Iyoku, the guy who convinced Akira to make a story about Broly, will leave Shueisha, publisher of Shonen Jump, at the end of August, in order to start his own company, and this isn't a joke, the Capsule Corporation, Tokyo. But you know what's even more shocking than the name? According to an employee from Shueisha, the Capsule Corporation will be taking the rights to the games and video-related work for Dragon Ball with them, while the rights to the Dragon Ball manga will remain with Shueisha. If this is true, this is crazy, and it could lead to there being multiple Dragon Ball continuities, which would explain the rumors of the Dragon Ball manga not being adapted into the anime. Okay, so there's a bit we can break down with the information given here, but first of all, I do want to make it clear to everyone that while I will try to use as much factual information as I can, there is nothing official yet. With that being said, let's speculate. Let's start with what I think is the biggest surprise and possibility if this deal goes through: the Dragon Ball Cinematic Universe. I'll explain what I mean soon, I promise. Now, while a portion of the article is paywalled, Herms, a popular Dragon Ball translator, was nice enough to summarize the entire article for us. The portion that is most interesting to me and leads to the DBCU is this. Iyoku set up the Capsule Corporation Tokyo with the written goal of managing IP content creation and distribution for individual and group creators. A clear sign that he wants to start up his own Dragon Ball business. Now, IP content creation can simply just mean Dragon Ball anime, and I'm sure that's what we would be getting, but distribution for individual and group creators seems to imply multiple projects. Now, this could just mean that they're gonna work on both the anime and movies simultaneously. After all, Iyoku has taken a role in the movies, being attributed as the reason Broly became canon and why Dragon Ball Superhero became a Gohan and Piccolo movie, not just the Piccolo movie. But to me, the statement still feels broad. Could this be hints to an expansion of the Dragon Ball content in the form of the DBCU? After all, from the Gohan and Broly example, I get the vibe that Iyoku's inputs usually adds what he perceives to be popular, and connected universes is the new cool thing for companies, and it's not like they don't have much to draw from either. As a creator, I know Dragon Ball is rich enough for multiple interesting spin-offs or one-shots. For example, they could give us a Gemotion movie, a series on the Damakian's backstory, or a movie on the erased universes, and more. Now, I don't want to give the wrong impression. I doubt we would be having multiple shows all at once, but there could be something like a 12-episode spin-off during the off-season, or occasional movie that is enriching or not necessarily related to the main story. If this is true, I'm conflicted on this. On one hand, I would love more content, especially after the droughts Dragon Ball fans have to go through. On another hand, I would be worried about the quality dipping if they are spread too thin. While I personally like Iyoku's choice to bring Broly back, I do wonder what a Piccolo-focused movie where Gohan doesn't overshadow him would look like. Don't get me wrong, I love Gohan Beast, and overall I think that focusing on both Gohan and Piccolo was the right choice, since it made them both relevant. But I could see how other fans could disagree. Having Iyoku have the rights to Dragon Ball could therefore be really good or really bad depending on how you feel about his choices. I would also be concerned about the manga and anime just being straight up different continuities. It would get even more confusing than it currently is with just parallel continuities, though as far as I know, I don't see why they wouldn't be able to just adapt the manga, and I'm sure that this topic of being able to adapt the manga is coming up during negotiations. Let's wrap this up by explaining why this is happening. Now, no one knows the exact legality of the Dragon Ball licensing, but speculation is saying that the licensing might be coming up for renewal. And by speculation, I mean just a couple comments I found online, speculating. Again, there is nothing official, but it does make sense. Otherwise, it would be very weird for Iyoku to start the Capsule Corporation Tokyo company. Additionally, based on the interview, it does seem that Toriyama knew about its existence, since he says the name, the Capsule Corporation Tokyo Company, was Ijoku's idea. Also mentioned in the article, Ijoku and Toriyama first met 30 years ago while both were working on Dragon Quest, and so they have a close trust. So what I think happened is that Ijoku pitched this idea to Toriyama and he liked it. With Toriyama on board and his new company, Ijoku likely went to negotiations with Shueisha, leading to one of the most critical moments in Dragon Ball history, if it's true. So, let me know, would you want the deal to go through or not? If it does happen, what do you think the impact on Dragon Ball would be? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye guys!